So today for Flow Friday, we're just going to work on a little bit of coordination and a little bit of walking mechanics. We're going to break down all the movements separately, and then we're going to add them together to make it a little bit more challenging. This is a great way to get the body engaged before you get out of bed or before you go on a walk. Only thing is, you need a seat and a hand towel. Okay? So we're going to start off with some movements and using our eyes. So really just want you to find something in front of you that's not moving. This is just always going to be your visual target to let you know when you come back to center. Now let's shift our body around that visual target. So look at that target and we're just going to get closer to it and further away. And we're just going to do 3 reps. Take your time to bring your body, head, chest, stomach closer to it and away. One more, closer to it and away. Good. Now we're going to shift to the side of that visual target. Think about that butt on that opposite side moving with you and shifting your weight and body to the side of your target. One more. Remember to go at your own pace. Now let's stick to the same side, but let's rotate around that visual target. Make it small at first and keep your eyes gazed on that target. Good. A little bit of trunk rotation here. All right, now let's switch to the other side. We're just going to shift over to the side of it, bringing that butt cheek with us. 2 more of this. One more, shifting to the side of that target. Good. Same direction. We're just going to rotate around that visual target. You can think about taking your heart and rotating it away from that target, or thinking about your head or nose rotating away from that target. Last one. Good. Let's move down to our feet. This is called a push-off. And all we want to think about is bringing our heel away from the floor and back on. This is also a movement that you do when you're walking and moving forward. That heel's going to come up away from that floor and push you forward. So get a couple more, maybe about 5 reps of these. And then we're going to switch to the other side. That push-off drill, bringing that heel away from the floor and back on. Do 2 more. Last one. Good. Now we're going to take that hand towel, hold on to it with both sides, get a little bit of a tension. Don't make it loosey-goosey. Don't pull it as hard as you can. Just slight tension. Hold at your chest, and you're just going to reach away from your chest and back in. Or you can look back at that visual target and just think about reaching towards it and pulling away from it. That way you get those shoulder blades moving back and forth, as well as those elbows and those hands. Let's do a couple more. And relax it. Okay, we're going to add in those together to make it a little bit more complicated and get a little bit more coordination. So what I want you to do is start lifting one heel away from the floor and back on. Now I want you to start coordinating the push with the towel and the heel. So you're going to push, lift that heel, pull it back in. Think about those two starting and stopping at the same time to work on that coordination and speed. Good. 2 more. Push off and push with the towel. Last one. And pull it in. Now let's just start lifting that opposite heel, pushing off, coming back down, and add in that towel. Push and bring it back. There you go. Find your visual target. Stay center with it as you do this movement. 2 more. Last one. Good. Now we're going to alternate our push-offs, but keep the towel going with it. So start pushing off with one heel and push the towel. Switch. Push off and towel. Push off and towel. Good. Keep it going. Work with that speed. Make adjustments when you need to. These are great exercises to do because when we walk, it's a lot of coordinated movements with our arm swing, with our feet pushing off. We're going to do 2 more. Push off, bring the towel, push off, and bring the towel in. Good. Let's shake it out a little bit. We're going to make it a little bit more upper body centric to get that involved a little bit with our torso. So what I want you to do is take that towel, and like we did earlier, you're just going to look at that visual target and turn the towel, chest and head, away from that visual target and back in. You notice I'm trying to keep my nose and my chest in line with the towel as I rotate around the visual target. And we're just going to do small. We don't need anything big. We just want to try to get that upper back rotating with us. All right, now add in that push off with that right side. So you're going to lift and rotate. Lift and rotate. Good, 3 more. Working around that visual target and getting those movements to go together, coordinating those. Last one, lift and rotate. Pull it back in. Give those shoulders a little bit of a rest. Bring it back out. Just a few rotations to the side of our visual target. After this one, we're going to add in that push off with that opposite heel. So push off and rotate. Come back in. I'm going to do 5 of these. It's 2, 3, 4. Last one. And 5. Good. Rest those arms. All right. Now we're going to work on shifting our body weight a little bit out of the chair with this. So when you do this, when we go towards our target, we want that tailbone of ours to kind of pull away from the chair instead of just leaning over with our back. Okay. So let's start with just thinking about pulling that tailbone away from the chair. So we're hinging at our hips a little bit, and then we're coming back. Let's do 3 of these. That's 2 and 3. Now we're going to add in the towel. So as we pull that tailbone away from the chair, we're going to push that towel towards our visual target, and then we're going to pull everything back in, coming back to center. 5 of these. 2. Own pace. Think about more controlled versus getting too fast. 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. Back in. Okay, we're going to add to this, make it a little bit more complicated, a little bit more coordination. So same thing with the upper body, pulling the tailbone away and pressing with that towel. And as you come up, you're going to lift your one side heel. Put it down and shift. Raise it up. Put it down and shift. Raise it up. 1 more with this side, and then we're going to switch to that other push off. Good. Hold here. Put that other one down. Now, push off with that. We're going to push off with that opposite side. First, shift that weight, reach that towel, pull it in, bring that heel away from the floor. Good. As you're coming up, you're going through that push off. Nice and easy, controlled, working on a little bit of weight shifting as well. 2 more. Last one. And relax. Okay, so this was just a simple little routine just to get your upper body going, your lower body going, working on a little bit of coordination and making it similar to walking with our trunk rotation, with our body shifting, as well as our push-offs. Give it a whirl, slow it down, work on your control and that coordination, and implement it before you go on your walk.